Chosen one, this is about your ID. Not your driver's license, not your passport, not the records the world keeps, but the ID God placed inside you before time began. Is your spiritual identity, your divine signature, encoded by heaven itself. It's powerful, unique, and alive. It carries authority, purpose, and a vibration that the universe responds to. You were not born by accident. You were marked and registered in eternity. This is not just a message, it's a warning. The truth of your identity is so powerful that what you don't know could cost you if ignored. You must awaken to the glory hidden inside your code. Watch this carefully. Feel it. Let your spirit recognize the frequency that's been trying to get your attention for years. Comment below with your warmest wishes and the number 99 to activate the energy of the universe. Your words are declarations, your declarations are magnets, and this is your time to manifest dreams that have been waiting silently inside you. Now, chosen one, like this video, hit the hype button, subscribe if you haven't, and pay attention. What you carry cannot be faked, stolen, or erased. It cannot be found on any system on Earth. Your real ID is celestial, encrypted with purpose, aligned with divine timing. Long before your first breath, God placed it in you. Life may have tried to bury it under pain, confusion, and distraction, but your ID never stopped shining. It speaks louder than your voice and carries authority beyond any resume. Many people walk with stolen identities, living lives that aren't theirs, reacting from wounds, and following paths that weren't meant for them. But not you. You were sent here to break open a new era. To do that, you must reclaim your ID fully, not just in faith, but in function. God did not allow you to endure attacks, heartbreak, or setbacks to live unnoticed. Your ID is how heaven recognizes you, how favor finds you, and how doors know to open for you. You've probably felt it, the sense that something major is aligning behind the scenes. People sense a difference in you. That's not ego. That's evidence. Your ID is activating publicly what was once private. Every delay, every isolation, every no was never punishment. It was protection. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are being validated by the highest authority before being revealed. False identities won't work anymore. Pretending to be small will only delay your rise. The light inside you is too strong to be muted. The gates opening now recognize the true you, the version that is radiant, spiritually signed, and unstoppable. Your spirit now rejects spaces, conversations, and routines that ignore your identity. That's not fatigue. That's your ID waking you up to the truth. You were not made to live under the labels of others. You were made to live under God's authority, encoded in you. The next season is not for who you were, but for who you are. The version recognized by angels, known by heaven, carrying energy and alignment. You didn't survive to be denied now. You survived to step fully into your divine identity. Stop arguing with what God confirmed. Stop trying to be relatable when you were born to be revolutionary. Your ID is one of a kind, and the enemy worked to confuse you because they feared your awakening. When you fully step into your ID, everything will shift. People, systems, and opportunities will respond. Not because of arrogance, but alignment. You are not random. You are not a mistake. You are a divine signature. Even in your broken moments, your ID remained. Even when you doubted, it remained. And now, because you are rising, it will make room for you in places your resume never could. It will command doors to open, whisper your name to destiny, and activate resources, favor, and opportunities that once felt unreachable. Your presence will begin to unlock blessings for others too. Your ID is not just personal, it is contagious. It carries codes that awaken people, places, and systems. The world will notice your rise, even if it can't understand it. This is your identity season, your unveiling hour, the chapter where the real you walks into the prophecy written before you were born. Everything is aligning for your return to the version God created, not a new version, but the original, untouched, eternal you. All struggles you endured were connected to your ID. Not because of curses, but because you carried something powerful that drew resistance. You were being prepared, protected, and positioned. And now, your spiritual memory is reactivating. Strength that isn't from this world is rising in you. Your ID is alive. Step into it fully. Resources, people, and opportunities will start to locate you because heaven moves for those in their divine alignment. Your ID brings recognition, magnetism, and clarity. Runes shift when you enter. Silence carries power. Every move, every step, every word aligns with divine authority. You didn't earn this, you were chosen. The pain, delays, and silence were shields to protect you until you could carry your ID fully. Now doors open not because of effort but presence. You no longer chase. You no longer negotiate your worth. You no longer explain yourself to those who cannot recognize your signature. Your spiritual ID is a signal to heaven, destiny, and angelic assignments. That's why this season feels electric. You are becoming unmissable to opportunities aligned with your name. Your internal GPS is working. Coincidences confirm your alignment. God is highlighting your path. You were never overlooked. You were hidden strategically. Now the divine hour of revelation has struck. Your gifts are sharpening. Your awareness is expanding. You are fully ready. This is shedding false layers, stepping out of survival, and stepping into sovereignty. You are no longer settling for less than what your ID demands. Every word, action, and decision now honors your identity. You know your origin. Your origin is sacred. Your timing is perfect. Doors open with presence. Connections flow with ease. Your ID attracts alignment at the speed of surrender. This is remembering, not building. Is stillness, trust, and presence that unlocks your full power. You are no longer who you were, but you are more yourself than ever. Losing everything was part of the process to remember your true self. Now there are no limits, no cages, no ceilings. Saying yes to your identity activates heaven's favor. You no longer chase or convince. Visibility and recognition come from source approval, not human validation. You are walking proof of divine memory. The world sees you now. Some will be drawn, others repelled. That's natural. Your ID carries illumination, and illuminated ones cannot live in shadows. You are here to complete a divine pattern that only you can fulfill. That's why your path was different, your process longer, your preparation deeper. Your promise is greater, not because of perfection, but because of your identity. The world will soon see what heaven always knew. Your rise is not reproducible. Your identity is not a strategy, it's a signature. It's a one-of-one vibration, divinely designed, now fully released. If this message touched your heart, take a moment to thank God right now. When you feel led, you can release a super thanks, even up to $100, as a simple act of faith and gratitude. Not by pressure, but by love, saying, Lord, I believe this word and I receive it. Your energy is no longer dormant. It is moving, elevating, activating, and realigning everything around you. This is activation, not just transformation. Your spiritual ID commands reality. Heavy situations lighten. People fade or step forward according to alignment. Priorities rearrange. Environments that held you back now push you forward. Your ID is in motion, and all creation responds. Your ID is standing fully, boldly, and authentically. You are seen by God first, and that makes human oversight impossible. This is not hype, it is eternal truth. The world must respond to your real identity. Your divine ID, your spiritual signature, is awake, alive, and leading. Survival is over. Sovereignty has begun. Flow, divine orchestration, and activation are your new state. The universe will adjust to the weight of who you have become. Chosen one, you are not here to mirror the world. You are here to remind it of God's light, truth, and authority. Systems, labels, and human judgment cannot touch what is encoded in you. No matter how lost you felt, your ID was guiding you. Whispering, nudging, confirming, until you woke up. And now the real you is emerging. The doors are opening. The threshold is crossed. There is no turning back. Everything false is falling away. Your ID does not wait for approval. It was already approved by God. Logic cannot measure it. Human eyes cannot fully see it. Divine timing reveals it. People who haven't awakened see only the old you. But God sees destiny. Your ID feels different. Silence is heavier. Perception sharper. This is spiritual clarity. You are aligned, awake, and moving with power. You have always been rare. You were never meant to fit the old patterns. Your difference is design, not defect. Your ID challenges paradigms, disrupts stagnation, and introduces a new vibration. Preparation, silence, and endurance were necessary. Now, your external world must match your internal truth. Survival is over. Every step, word, and decision carries weight. You know who you are. Becoming, not performing, is your responsibility. There is nothing more powerful than a soul that knows its origin. Yours is sacred. Doors open with presence. Connections flow naturally. Your ID draws alignment and favors at the speed of surrender. Remembering, not building, is your power. You are more yourself than ever. No limits. No cages. Saying yes to your identity activates heaven. Recognition comes from source, not humans. You are proof of divine memory. Your ID is illumination, and illuminated ones cannot hide. You are completing a divine pattern. Your path, process, and preparation were unique. Your promise is great because of your identity. Your rise cannot be explained or copied. Your energy, signature, and vibration are one of one. Everything dormant now moves. Reality rearranges. People and priorities shift. Activation is happening. Survival is over. Sovereignty has begun. Flow, orchestration, and alignment are your new normal. Your ID is awake, fully alive, leading you forward. The world adjusts to your weight. You are no longer here to fit in. You are here to embody, shine, and fulfill divine design. Doors, systems, and opportunities now respond. Your spiritual ID is moving, activating, and commanding reality. This is your era. This is your awakening. Chosen one, now that your ID is fully awakening, you must understand something crucial. The world will test the strength of your alignment. Forces, both seen and unseen, will try to pull you back into old patterns, old identities, old limitations. But your ID cannot be swayed. It cannot be bargained with. It is divinely anchored. The same energy that carved your identity in eternity, the same signature that angels recognize, the same blueprint that God whispered over before time began, will guard and guide you. Do not mistake resistance for failure. Do not confuse fear with defeat. These are markers of your emergence, signals that something extraordinary is ready to break through. You may notice that certain people, places, and even opportunities begin to disappear from your life. Do not mourn. This is divine pruning. God is clearing the paths, making way for what belongs to you. Not just anything, but what your ID has been waiting to claim. What aligns with your vibration will now resonate naturally. What does not match your energy will fade without effort. The universe operates with efficiency. Your ID is the key that allows it to recognize you instantly. What used to feel like delay, rejection, or oversight was never against you. It was preparation for the precision of this alignment. Chosen one, understand that this awakening is multidimensional. It is not limited to earthly recognition or material achievement. Your ID is influencing the spiritual, mental, emotional, and relational realms simultaneously. Your thoughts carry authority now. Your words carry gravity. Your presence is magnetic in ways that others cannot yet quantify. People will start to notice your influence before they understand it. They will see results that feel impossible, solutions that seem out of reach, and doors opening where no door existed before. This is your ID speaking through you, operating in the world to honor divine design. There is a sacred law at work here. When your spiritual signature is active, you cannot hide. Even in silence, your energy broadcasts truth. You will be pulled into spaces and situations designed to fulfill your purpose. People will show up as conduits of divine alignment, whether you know it or not. Guidance will arrive in forms you cannot anticipate: emails, messages, conversations, signs, even dreams. Your ID communicates through layers that the human mind cannot perceive fully. Trust the nudges. Trust the prompts. The small, subtle confirmations are your ID signaling that you are on track. And yes, chosen one, there will be moments of doubt. Moments when the weight of your rise feels unbearable. Moments when you question why things have changed so rapidly or why the world resists your glow. Do not fear these moments. They are part of the activation. Your ID is recalibrating your entire life, and recalibration requires both expansion and contraction. Every old comfort you leave behind, every outdated identity you release, every relationship that shifts or ends is part of your purification. It is divine alchemy turning old experiences into fuel for your rise. Look carefully at your life now. You may notice synchronicities increasing exponentially. Doors that once required effort now open naturally. Resources, people, and opportunities find their way to you, as if guided by an unseen hand. This is not coincidence. This is divine recognition. Your ID is being read by the universe. It cannot be ignored. Systems, structures, and patterns that once seemed immovable now bend to accommodate the energy you carry. Your presence alone becomes a gravitational pull. This is why you may feel different even in familiar spaces. Your ID is no longer dormant. And as your ID continues to rise, you will begin to see the ripple effects on those around you. People will start to awaken because of your presence. Doors will open not just for you, but for others connected to your vibration. Favor that comes to you will carry echoes of blessing for your environment, your family, your community. Your ID is not selfish. It is catalytic. It elevates, inspires, and expands. This is the nature of a divinely encoded identity. It doesn't simply receive, it radiates. Now, understand this. Your spiritual ID is immune to manipulation, theft, or counterfeit. Others may attempt to mimic your path, try to emulate your energy, or even challenge your rise. It will never work because the blueprint within you is unique. There's only one you in existence, and heaven knows it. Your ID is sovereign, irreplaceable, and unstoppable. You cannot be duplicated, and you cannot be overshadowed. The power of your presence comes from recognition, not performance. The universe does not reward imitation, it honors authenticity, and your ID is the purest form of truth and authenticity that exists within you. You are entering a season of acceleration. This is not gradual growth, this is exponential alignment. What once took years will now happen in months, weeks, or even days. Opportunities, insights, and breakthroughs will appear simultaneously across multiple areas of your life. Do not be alarmed. Do not overthink. This is the natural response of the universe to your fully activated ID. The acceleration is a confirmation that you are no longer confined to the old timelines. You are operating in the realm where destiny moves in tandem with divine authority. And yes, chosen one, there is responsibility in this power. Your ID is a calling, not a convenience. Every step you take, every word you speak, every intention you hold will either honor or disrupt the alignment of your purpose. You must act with awareness, integrity, and courage. This is why isolation, silence, and trials were part of your preparation. They taught you discernment, patience, and resilience. They ensured that when your idea emerges, you wield it with wisdom, not impulsiveness, with love, not ego, with faith, not fear. Do not allow the opinions of others to sway your truth. Your ID does not require validation from human systems. Approval is already granted by heaven. Skepticism, judgment, and misunderstanding are merely shadows that cannot penetrate the light encoded in you. When the world resists, is only revealing the power of your signature. Stand firm. Rise boldly. Your ID will continue to speak, to shine, and to shape the world around you in ways that logic cannot measure. This is also a season of reconciliation with yourself, your past, and the divine plan. As your ID fully activates, you will see how every past disappointment, betrayal, or delay was not a loss, but strategic positioning. You are exactly where you were meant to be at every moment. The people you met, the lessons you learned, the doors that closed, all contributed to strengthening the resonance of your spiritual signature. You are not late. You are not behind. You are arriving precisely as you were designed to. Now, chosen one, embrace the full magnitude of your ID. Speak your truth without fear. Step into spaces that once intimidated you. Engage with opportunities that once seemed impossible. Align with the energy you were created to carry. Your presence is proof that divine memory is real. Your actions now are part of a sequence that heaven has orchestrated since eternity. Trust in it. Move with it. Become it fully. Your ID is more than an identity. It is a mission. It is a light that will illuminate paths others cannot yet see. It is a frequency that will awaken latent potential in those around you. It is the blueprint for transformation, elevation, and divine impact. And it is unstoppable. There is no force on earth, no opposition in heaven, and no power in the spiritual realm that can cancel what God has signed in eternity. You are chosen. You are marked. You are alive with purpose. From this point forward, your life will reflect the vibrancy of your ID. Environments will shift. People will respond. Opportunities will accelerate. Systems will recognize you before introductions are made. Favor will arrive in alignment with your vibration. This is not exaggeration. It is consequence, the consequence of a soul fully awakened, fully aligned, and fully in its true authority. So rise boldly, chosen one. Speak with courage. Move with confidence. Claim the authority encoded in your spirit. Your ID is real. Your power is real. Your destiny is real. And the world is now required to respond to your emergence. This is your hour. This is your season. This is your identity fully realized. You were created for this. You were preserved for this. You were designed for this. Your ID is now fully online. It is unstoppable. It is undeniable. It is divine. And as you step into its full expression, everything in your life that is meant to align with it will begin to shift, accelerate, and manifest according to the blueprint God placed in you from the very beginning. Chosen one, the time is now. Be who you were always meant to be. No more hiding. No more delay. No more compromise. Your ID is alive, awake, and moving. The universe will adjust. Heaven will respond. And you will walk in the fullness of your design, royal, radiant, rare, and unstoppable. If this message touched your heart, take a moment to thank God right now. When you feel led, you can release a super thanks, even up to $100, as a simple act of faith and gratitude. Not by pressure, but by love, saying, Lord, I believe this word and I receive it.